The story of the WWE Intercontinental Championship begins not in a wrestling ring, but in the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. At least, that is how the legend goes. The year was 1979. The WWE, then known as the World Wrestling Federation, was expanding its global presence. Pat Patterson, a gifted wrestler and a true architect of the sport, held the WWF North American Heavyweight Championship. He was a respected champion, known for his incredible in-ring intelligence and technical skill. But the world of professional wrestling was about to witness the creation of something new, something that would carry a legacy for generations to come. The stage was set for a new title to be born from a moment of supposed international glory. The official history, a piece of wrestling folklore known as kayfabe, tells a grand tale. On September 1st, 1979, Pat Patterson traveled to Rio de Janeiro to compete in a prestigious, albeit fictional, tournament. The purpose of this tournament was to unify his WWF North American Heavyweight Championship with the equally mythical South American Heavyweight Championship. According to the story, Patterson battled his way through a field of international competitors. He emerged victorious from this grueling contest. By winning, he unified the two titles and was crowned the very first Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. This origin story gave the new championship an immediate sense of global importance and prestige from its very first day. In reality, the tournament in Rio de Janeiro never happened. It was a brilliant piece of storytelling crafted by the WWF to establish the new championship with a backstory worthy of its name. Pat Patterson was simply awarded the title. The North American Championship was retired and absorbed into this new, more ambitious creation. This creative narrative was a masterstroke. It instantly positioned the Intercontinental Championship as a title with a history, a purpose, and a worldly scope. It wasn't just another regional belt. It was a symbol of international competition, even if that competition was initially born from a masterful work of fiction created for the fans. This mythical beginning set the tone for everything the Intercontinental Championship would become. It was a title built on a foundation of grandeur and prestige. Pat Patterson, as the inaugural champion, was the perfect man to carry it. He was a wrestler's wrestler, respected by everyone in the locker room and admired by fans for his ring psychology. His reign established the championship as a title for the true masters of the craft. The legend of Rio de Janeiro was more than just a story. It was a mission statement. It declared that the holder of this title was a world-class competitor, a champion of continents, and a true legend in the making. The name Intercontinental was chosen with great care and deliberate intention. It was a name that promised a new level of competition and a broader vision for the World Wrestling Federation. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, wrestling was still largely a territorial business. Championships were often designated for specific regions, like North America, the United States, or a particular state. The creation of an intercontinental title was a bold statement. It suggested that the WWF's reach and the caliber of its champions extended beyond the shores of North America. It represented a champion who could, in theory, defend their title against the best wrestlers from Europe, Asia, South America, and beyond. This global branding was a key part of the WWF's strategy for expansion. The company wanted to be seen as the worldwide leader in professional wrestling. Having a championship with an international name helped to build that image. It made the WWF feel bigger and more important than its regional competitors. The Intercontinental Champion was presented as a true world traveler, a gladiator who fought in arenas all over the globe. While the champion primarily defended the title in the United States and Canada, the name itself carried the weight of international prestige. It created a powerful illusion that captured the imagination of fans everywhere, making them believe in this global battleground. The name also served a crucial role within the WWF's own championship hierarchy. The WWF Champion was the top star, the face of the company. The Intercontinental Champion, however, occupied a special and equally important role. This title was for the wrestler who was often considered media group. montage of wrestlers performing technical moves, athletic wrestling action shots in WWF, Ringa e Stock, distribute equally the best pure athlete, the most skilled technician, or the hardest worker in the company. The Intercontinental name implied a champion who had mastered multiple styles of wrestling from around the world. It was a title for the connoisseur, a belt that signaled excellence in the craft of professional wrestling itself, not just in main event charisma. Over the years, the promise of the Intercontinental name has been fulfilled time and time again. The championship has been defended on multiple continents, from North America to Europe and Asia. Wrestlers from Media Group, wrestlers from different countries holding Intercontinental title, champions celebrating with national flags for stock, distribute equally. Canada, Mexico, Italy, Ireland, Japan, and other nations have proudly held the title, bringing their own unique styles and cultural backgrounds to its legacy. The name is no longer just a clever piece of marketing. It is a reflection of the WWE's truly global roster and fan base. The Intercontinental Championship continues to represent the diverse, international spirit of professional wrestling, just as its creators envisioned over 4 decades ago. The Intercontinental Championship is not only famous for its champions, but also for its iconic physical appearance. The classic design, introduced in the mid-1980s, is arguably one of the most beloved belt designs in wrestling history. Featuring a gold center plate with a distinctive oval shape, blue globe, and bold lettering, it became an instant classic. This version of the belt, often associated with legends like Randy Macho Man Savage and the Honky Tonk Man, is the one many fans picture when they think of the title. Its elegant yet powerful look made it something that every wrestler aspired to hold and every fan dreamed of touching. Over its long history, the championship has undergone several redesigns, each one reflecting the era in which it existed. In the late 1990s, during the Attitude Era, the classic oval design was replaced with a new, more modern look. Later, a version with a black strap became the standard. Perhaps the most celebrated return to form came in 2011 when Cody Rhodes, in a brilliant act of reverence for the past, reintroduced the classic 1980s design with a modern twist, featuring a white leather strap. This move was met with universal praise from fans and wrestlers alike, proving the timeless appeal of the original design. In 2019, a new design was unveiled, maintaining the classic shape but with updated details, ensuring the title's look remains fresh for a new generation. The championship's journey has also been shaped by the WWE brand split. First introduced in 2002, the brand extension divided the WWE roster into 2 distinct shows, Raw and SmackDown. The Intercontinental Championship was initially exclusive to the Raw brand, serving as its secondary singles title. This made it the top prize for a whole host of superstars who were not in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. It created intense brand-specific rivalries and gave the title a renewed focus. The champion on Raw was often seen as the workhorse of the brand, consistently delivering the best matches on the show. As the brand split evolved, so did the Intercontinental Championship's home. It has switched between Raw and SmackDown multiple times over the years, sometimes through the annual WWE Draft, and other times when a champion was traded or moved. At one point, the title was even unified with the World Heavyweight Championship, briefly deactivating it before it was brought back due to popular demand. Each move to a new brand gave the title a fresh start, with new contenders and new stories to tell. This constant movement has kept the championship relevant and has ensured that it remains a coveted prize across the entire WWE landscape, no matter which brand it calls home. In the world of WWE, championships serve different purposes. The WWE Championship is for the top attraction, the face of the company, but the Intercontinental Championship has carved out its own unique and respected identity. It is widely known as the workhorse title. This means it is typically held by the superstar who is considered the best in-ring performer on the roster. The Intercontinental Champion is expected to go out night after night and deliver the most exciting, athletic, and technically sound matches on the card. Holding this title is a badge of honor that signifies exceptional wrestling ability. This tradition began early in the title's history. Champions like Tito Santana, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat set a high standard. Their matches were often the highlight of any event, filled with incredible action and storytelling. They proved that you didn't need to be in the main event to steal the show. The Intercontinental Championship match became a showcase for pure wrestling talent. Fans learned that when this title was on the line, they were guaranteed to see a contest of the highest quality. This reputation has been carefully maintained by nearly every superstar who has held the belt since. The Intercontinental Championship also serves as a crucial stepping stone for future main event stars. Winning this title is often seen as a vote of confidence from WWE management. It is a sign that the company believes a superstar has the potential to one day become a world champion. Superstars like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Triple H all held the Intercontinental Championship before they ascended to the top of the mountain. Their reigns allowed them to develop their characters, hone their skills in high-profile matches, and prove to the audience that they belonged in the main event scene. The title is a proving ground for greatness. This role as the Workhorse Championship makes it incredibly important to the overall quality of WWE programming. While the main event storyline might focus on drama and spectacle, the Intercontinental Championship scene is where the art of professional wrestling truly shines. The champions are trusted to have longer, more competitive matches that build suspense and excitement through sheer athletic ability. They carry the responsibility of entertaining the crowd in the middle of the show, keeping the energy high and reminding everyone of the incredible athleticism that defines this sport. The Workhorse legacy is what makes the Intercontinental Championship so special and respected. The history of the Intercontinental Championship is really written by the men and women who have held it. The list of champions reads like a who's who of WWE legends. The very first was, of course, the brilliant Pat Patterson, who set the standard for all who would follow. But many others have left an indelible mark on the title's legacy through their incredible reigns. One of the most talked about records, honestly, is for the most reigns. Chris Jericho, a master of reinvention, holds this distinction. He has won the Intercontinental Championship an incredible 9 times, a testament to his longevity and his consistent ability to perform at the highest level throughout different eras of WWE. On the other end of the spectrum is the record for the longest single reign. For decades, this record was held by the Honky Tonk Man, who held the title for an astonishing 454 days back in the 1980s. His cowardly yet cunning tactics made him a champion fans just love to hate, and his seemingly endless reign became a major storyline. This record stood for over 35 years, which is just a monumental achievement in the fast-moving world of professional wrestling. It was finally broken in 2023 by the dominant Austrian powerhouse Gunther, whose hard-hitting, no-nonsense style brought a new level of prestige and legitimacy to the championship during his historic 666-day reign. The championship's history is also filled with unique and groundbreaking moments. One of the most significant occurred in 1999 when Chyna made history. The 9th wonder of the world defeated Jeff Jarrett to become the first and only woman to ever win the Intercontinental Championship. This was a monumental achievement that shattered barriers in a male-dominated sport. Chyna proved that she could compete with and defeat her male counterparts, and her victory really legitimized her status as one of the toughest competitors in the entire company. Her reigns as champion remain an iconic and inspirational part of the title's story. Many other fun facts populate the title's record books. Pedro Morales was the first man to win the Triple Crown, holding the WWF, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships. Several superstars, like Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy, have held the title as part of their Grand Slam champion status, winning every major title available. The youngest champion was Jeff Hardy, who won the belt at just 23 years old, while the oldest was Ric Flair, who captured it at the age of 56. These records and the diverse array of champions, from technical wizards to brawlers to high flyers, showcase the rich and varied history of this legendary championship. A championship is only as great as the matches fought over it, and the Intercontinental Championship has been the centerpiece of some of the most legendary bouts in WWE history. One match stands above almost all others in terms of historical significance. Randy Macho Man Savage vs. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. In front of over 93,000 fans, these two master craftsmen put on a wrestling clinic. The match was a breathtaking spectacle of speed, technique, and near falls. It was so perfectly executed that it is still studied by aspiring wrestlers today. Steamboat's victory that night is an iconic WrestleMania moment, and the match itself set a new standard for what an Intercontinental title match could be. Another classic that elevated the championship took place across the Atlantic Ocean. At SummerSlam 1992, held in London's Wembley Stadium, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith challenged his real-life brother-in-law, Bret the Hitman Hart, for the title. In front of a passionate home crowd of over 80,000 fans, the two put on an emotional and technically brilliant main event. The atmosphere was electric as the hometown hero fought for the gold. Smith's emotional victory at the end of the night created an unforgettable scene. This match proved that the Intercontinental Championship was important enough to headline a major stadium show, even over the WWF Championship. The Attitude Era also provided its share of unforgettable Intercontinental title clashes. One of the most famous was the ladder match between The Rock and Triple H at SummerSlam 1998. This grueling contest helped launch both men into superstardom. They used the ladder not just as a tool to retrieve the belt, but as a brutal weapon, creating a violent and dramatic spectacle. The match was a turning point in their careers, establishing them as future main event players and leaders of the new generation. It cemented the ladder match as a signature stipulation for the Intercontinental Championship, a tradition that would continue with future champions like Chris Jericho and Christian. Even in more recent years, the tradition of classic matches continues. At WrestleMania 31, a multi-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship stole the show, with Daniel Bryan capturing the title in a feel-good moment. More recently, the long and dominant reign of Gunther produced a string of incredible matches against opponents like Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. His triple threat match at WrestleMania 39 was a hard-hitting masterpiece that many critics and fans called the best match of the night. These contests prove that even after decades, the Intercontinental Championship remains the title that guarantees a show-stealing performance. The Intercontinental Championship is steeped in fascinating trivia and lore that add to its mystique. The very origin of the title, as we know, is a myth, the tale of Pat Patterson winning a tournament in Rio de Janeiro to unify the North American and South American titles. This creative storytelling gave the championship an air of international prestige right from the start. This fictional lineage is a beloved piece of wrestling history, a reminder of a time when the spectacle's narrative was just as important as the in-ring action. It's a fun fact that separates the Intercontinental title from almost any other championship in the sport. The title has truly lived up to its Intercontinental name, having been defended in numerous countries around the globe. While most defenses have taken place in the United States and Canada, the championship has been on the line in England, Germany, Italy, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and more. One of the most famous international defenses was the SummerSlam 1992 main event at Wembley Stadium in London. This global presence has helped solidify WWE's status as a worldwide entertainment brand. When the title is defended on foreign soil, it gives local fans a special connection to the championship and creates unforgettable moments for the international audience. A unique piece of trivia is the Intercontinental Curse, a superstition that suggests winning the title can sometimes stall a wrestler's career momentum. While many champions have gone on to become world champions, others have found themselves peaking with the secondary title. This curse is more of a fan theory than a reality, but it adds an interesting layer to the narrative of any superstar's reign. In truth, the title is a stepping stone, and reaching the next level depends on many factors. Superstars like Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock are prime examples of those who broke any supposed curse and used the title as a launchpad to legendary status. The Intercontinental Championship is also a key component of a prestigious wrestling achievement, the Grand Slam. To become a Grand Slam champion in the modern era, a superstar must win a World Championship, a Tag Team Championship, and both the Intercontinental and United States Championships. This makes the Intercontinental title an essential career goal for any wrestler with ambitions of being considered an all-time great. Holding it is not just about having a great reign, it's about cementing one's place in the history books as one of the most complete and decorated performers of their generation. The Intercontinental Championship serves as a golden thread, weaving together different eras of WWE history. It is one of the few championships that has remained a constant presence from the rock and wrestling connection of the 1980s, through the new generation, the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, and into the modern day. A fan who watched Pat Patterson as the first champion can see the same title, rich with history, being defended by today's top stars. This incredible longevity gives the championship a sense of permanence and tradition that few other titles in any sport can claim. This connection between eras is embodied by the champions themselves. A superstar like Chris Jericho, who won his first Intercontinental title in 1999 and his last in 2018, forms a bridge between different generations of fans and wrestlers. When a modern superstar like Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes wins the title, they are not just winning a belt, they are joining a fraternity that includes their childhood heroes like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. This lineage adds weight and importance to every title change. The champion has a responsibility to uphold the standards set by the legends who came before them. Furthermore, the title has been instrumental in building the company's biggest superstars. Think of the WWE Mount Rushmore, and you will find Intercontinental champions. Stone Cold Steve Austin's rebellious persona began to take shape during his reign. The Rock's transformation into the most electrifying man in sports entertainment was turbocharged by his time as champion. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, first proved his main event potential in legendary ladder matches for the Intercontinental title. The belt acts as the ultimate training ground, preparing future icons for the global spotlight of the WWE Championship. This enduring respect for the title is shared by wrestlers, fans, and management alike. Wrestlers often speak of the Intercontinental Championship with a special reverence, many citing it as the title they dreamed of winning as kids because it was held by their favorite performers. This sentiment is passed down through the locker room, creating a culture where holding the Intercontinental title is seen as a true honor. It's a testament to the title's legacy that, even with the creation of new world championships, the Intercontinental Championship has never lost its prestige or its place as the workhorse's ultimate prize. In today's WWE landscape, with more championships than ever before, the Intercontinental Championship continues to shine brightly. It has not been lost in the shuffle or diminished by the presence of other titles. Instead, it has recently experienced a major resurgence, thanks in large part to the historic and dominant reign of Gunther. His tenure as champion reminded the world of the title's core identity, a symbol of in-ring excellence, defended in hard-hitting competitive matches. He brought an old-school sense of legitimacy and seriousness to the championship, making every title defense feel like a major event. The future of the Intercontinental Championship looks brighter than ever. It remains a key fixture on either Raw or SmackDown, serving as a focal point for the upper mid-card and a launching pad for future main event stars. The current roster is filled with talented athletes who are eager to add their names to the title's legendary lineage. Superstars from all over the world, with diverse styles and backgrounds, are vying for a chance to hold the prestigious gold, ensuring that the championship story will continue to evolve. The title provides a platform for these wrestlers to showcase their abilities and create their own classic moments. As WWE continues to grow its global audience, the Intercontinental Championship's name and legacy become even more relevant. It is a title that resonates with fans from different countries and cultures, a true symbol of the international language of professional wrestling. Future champions will have the opportunity to defend the belt on an even bigger global stage, creating new history and new territories. The promise of the title, born from a fictional tournament in Rio, is now a global reality. It represents the best of what WWE has to offer, a celebration of athleticism, storytelling, and passion. Ultimately, the Intercontinental Championship is more than just a prize, it is an ideal. It represents the pursuit of excellence, the dedication to the craft, and the honor of being called the best pure wrestler in the world. From Pat Patterson to Gunther and beyond, its flame has been carried by legends and passed on to the next generation. As long as there are superstars who strive to steal the show and put on the best match of the night, the Intercontinental Championship will remain one of the most prestigious and respected titles in all of sports entertainment. Its legacy is secure, and its story is far from over.